Welcome back, trainers, and in this video we're going to be going over Fletchling's Community Day for Talonflame's Incinerate. Do you really need it? We're going to be taking a look at a Pokemon that kind of is going to resemble it to some degree with the moves, so you can see how it does perform with Incinerate and Flame Charge, because that is going to be pretty crazy. So this is going to be going down March 6th. You're going to get ×3 catch XP, so turn on Lucky Egg and take advantage of that. And then, of course, Incinerate on Talonflame. Now, make sure you catch a bunch to get those XL candies. If you're not quite 40, well, catch a bunch and just get as much candies as possible so you can convert them when you do get to 40, so you can get one of these XL. Because when you do max one out, even at 100% IV, it is going to be right underneath the Ultra League's limit, so you're going to be able to use it there, and it is going to be performing pretty nice. So make sure you also maybe get a lucky one here. You're not going to reduce any sort of candy cost for the trading, like some Pokemon like Conkeldurr, but of course, like everybody knows, you're going to get a reduction in Stardust there. As you can see, the one to the right is going to cost a lot more compared to the one on the left. And I'm bringing this up because I'm probably sure that there's a few of you out there wondering if this is going to be something worth completely maxing out for a fire type to go into raids. And I wouldn't say it is. You can invest in other fire types that will perform a little bit better going into this. But on the other hand, if you do want to get as many candies as you can and use it in the Ultra League, it is going to be pretty good. Make sure you do have some Pineapps so you can use as many of those to maximize by getting more candy. You know, simple as that. And all the other good stuff. Make sure you do have Pokeballs, or what you can get. Hopefully you're going to be able to get out there and grind to some degree and have a little fun, or maybe just turn on an incense at home. Now over here on Pvpoke, taking a look at the Great League, it is going to be ranked 263 in the Great League. All right, it's going to get better for the Ultra League here. It's going to be pretty decent up against a lot of stuff, and I know that number is not going to be looking too good for it, but I'm sure it's going to be still fun to use with Incinerate, as well as Flame Charge and even Brave Bird. That's going to be pretty interesting. So as you can see, the various different Pokemon is going to be able to beat here. And there is no Shadow, so you don't need to worry about that. And XL is not going to be for this league. Now moving into the Ultra League here, as you can see, XL is going to be ranked at 66 in the Open Ultra League. And it is even going to be able to go up against Giratina Altered here, as well as Cresselia, Swampert, Escavalier, and Togekiss. So losing to Melmetal, even though it is Steel because of the Rock Slide. So Talonflame is going to be Flying and Fire. It's going to be extremely weak to Rock, and that is something that it needs to look out for. So the recommended move is going to be Incinerate. As you can see, it is added here, very nice, as well as Brave Bird and Flame Charge. So I was pretty curious as to how it does win this here, because, well, Giratina is going to be Dragon resisting it, and it looks like you're just going to be continuously using Flame Charge, and maybe they use a shield there, and then you're going to be vamped up for the Brave Bird doing extreme damage after you've raised your attack, therefore winning, and that is going to be 100% IV, as you've seen there, as well as an XL, so performing at level 50. Now what happens if you don't go XL to level 50? You're going to be ranked at 245 at level 40 here. Going to be able to go up against Cresselia and a few others, but definitely want to go with that XL. Now moving on to the Premier Ultra, so no legendaries or no mythicals. It is actually going to be landing at 130 at an XL, so not doing as good, not nearly as good, basically half, because of the meta that is going to be arising when those legendaries and mythicals are out of the equation here. So I just wanted to see how hard it would be losing to a Swampert, and it wasn't as bad as I thought. It is going to be able to do quite a bit of damage before it does go down. Granted, it is an even situation there with the shields and all that. Also, obviously, going to be Venusaur, Charizard. Well, not obviously Charizard, but Charizard, then Glade, and, well, obviously Abomasnow. Not winning two key losses, Dragonite, Shadow Machamp, Empoleon, Gengar, and Ampharos here. So let's take a look at Machamp and that Rock Slide. So if you do fall for the bait in your shieldless, that Rock Slide will KO like we described. Being the flying and fire type, you're just going to be taking a lot of damage from the rocks. Just calling for the same moves, Incinerate, Brave Bird, and Flame Charge. That Flame Charge is going to be key for baiting as well as raising your attack, and then potentially getting off a Brave Bird and bailing out and doing a ton of damage after you've boosted your attack. So you're also going to be able to get a box there like usual for 1,280 Pokecoins, or depending on where you live, that is going to include a Elite Quick TM, so if you're interested in collecting those. Now a little bit of stuff to talk about. You may want to practice with Incinerate. Going up against the NPCs is going to be a little different compared to going into the Go Battle League. There's a little bit of a delay on the damage, as well as the tapping on it to make sure you input your move. So you may want to go into it with a little bit of caution, because you can get yourself in trouble when you have enough energy. You over tap, and then, well, you'll lose the match because you didn't get it off. You had shieldless, and it was a very close match. So I just wanted to display to you guys here. Just first, we're going to look at Germanitan just for fun with the Rock Slide here. Looks like it's not going to be able to pull this off, but take a look at this. With just that much health, it is going to be able to do it. And then we're going to look at Chandelure with Incinerate and Flame Charge. All right, now let's go ahead and take a look at the stats for the move Incinerate. For the base power, it is going to be 15 in PvP. The duration is going to be 4. Energy delta, which is energy gain per move, like when you see the little bar moving up there, is going to be 20. And then the cooldown is going to be 2.5. So it's going to be a long move. It takes a while. It can really mess you up sometimes. So you just have to practice it. It's no big deal. So taking a look at the Chandelure, let's see what we have going on here. That Germanitan was able to pull that off there at a double KO at the end. So we do have Incinerate as well as Flame Charge. I know it's not a complete comparison. This isn't an XL Chandelure. It's just going to be level 40. I just wanted to demonstrate to you guys how it can be pretty good here as you do increase that attack. So, and what I'm personally going to do on Community Day is just get enough XL candies to max out one, maybe a little bit extra, depending upon the grind. Use up all my pineapple berries, maybe. We'll see, and then I'll be good. That's pretty much it. Because this is a cool Pokemon, and why are they switching it up? Well, they got to keep it interesting. A lot of people are, I think, losing interest because everything they're throwing out is basically for PvP. Everything, pretty much. And some people are like, what the heck's going on? So putting in a new generation Pokemon is probably, making it a little bit more exciting for people to give it a shot again. Now, here is the little dilemma that we have for Talonflame. It is going to have the move Brave Bird. More than likely, I mean, who knows? You could run something else, but I don't know. Most of the time, pretty sure all the time, you're going to be wanting to go with Brave Bird and then Flame Charge. So what's going to happen is you're going to be stuck, basically going Flame Charge if you don't want to be taken out extremely quick. It can work to your advantage if you do want them to take you out, but not quite similar to the Chandelure here. It's able to freely use Shadow Ball with raised attack and not face any consequences regarding a defense drop. But on the other hand, Talonflame is going to, see that, and it may make the battle a little bit more difficult. But on the other hand, it may be really fun because you use it and then you swap. But if you can't swap, might as well still use it and go down fighting. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at all the team leaders using the Chandelure. It's just going to run over them. I mean, nothing super crazy, but just thought it would be fun to take a look at the set before we actually have it here. So I don't think, obviously, Chandelure's taking neutral damage. Talonflame couldn't do this challenge, but that doesn't really matter. But when I got to this point, I was thinking, well, what about Tyranitar? I don't think Chandelure is going to be able to do this. Oh, well, at least we did the other two. We'll just show those, but we'll see what happens here. As we are extremely low on our health, it seems like you're going to pretty much lose all your health from the first Pokemon and then just kind of sweep the next one. So we're getting off a quick move here. In PvP, you probably don't really want to do that. You want to just go for your charge move. This is a whole nother strategy going up against NPCs here. Alright, so basically, you don't really need this Pokemon too much. You definitely want to make one, and if you are dedicated to PvP, then an XL will be pretty good. Thanks for watching. If you did enjoy, give it a thumbs up. I'll catch you all next time. Take care.